What can I say, man? The NFL East is the laughing stock of the NFL. But I don't care. We get into the playoffs, anything can happen. So, that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the fact that we have a chance, 2 games below 500 going into week 13, right? We have a chance to still make the playoffs. It's time to take advantage of that. A lot of things need to tighten up. We are not playing like a good team. Shoot, not a good team as of right now. I want to say I like a couple of things that Doug said in his last press conference. He said that he basically went out his way to say he's holding the position coaches accountable. He said if your position does not flourish, if your position is not doing what they're supposed to do, I take that on the coaches. So that goes to show me Press Taylor and I can't remember Press Taylor is the wide receiver coach and our cornerback coach. That kind of goes to tell me that they probably gone. Dudes is not in the right positions. Dudes are not running the right routes. Dudes aren't doing the things with their feet that they supposed to. That falls on coaching. See, as a head coach, here's where we miss Frank Wright. As a head coach, you don't also just look after offense, you look after defense. Even if you're a defensive-minded coach or you're an offensive-minded coach, you got to look at both fields. You got to look at special teams. You got to look at your position coaches. What Frank Wright was, he was a smart guy, and Doug could slack off on them kind of things, and Frank Wright could still be on it. That's just my personal feeling. Frank Wright has more experience coaching than Mike Groh. So things that Doug can slack off on, could slack off on in 2017, he cannot do that anymore. So he has to make sure that he's looking at every single thing. And it's kind of impossible. See, that's where your offensive coordinator is supposed to come in at. He's supposed to be right there picking up the slack that Doug cannot be at all. He can't be everywhere all the time. So I feel as though a lot of changes going to be made, even if we do make the playoffs. Receivers dropping balls, receivers not running the right routes, not having them in the right spots to make the right plays. It's just bullcrap. Even the quarterback coach. This coaching staff is horrible. I'm going to keep it like that. I want to give Doug and I want to give Jim Schwartz a lot of things to say about them, but you're only as good as your weakest link. If your supporting cast ain't there and ain't doing their job, it's a lot of things that come into fruition that you got to think about. It's a lot of things that's going on that we don't know about. See what I'm saying? We don't know who's not doing their job. So everybody is automatically going to look at the head coach, right? Now let's get into yesterday. It was good to see Dallas lose, especially after watching the Sixers last night. It pissed me the heck off, losing to the Washington Wizards like that. It's funny to me though, right? Dak Prescott, anytime he has a bad game, the first person that they look at is their head coach, Jason Garrett. If the team for the Philadelphia Eagles have a bad game, the first person that everybody looks at is Carson Wentz. That's so funny to me because Dak has all these inflated numbers, right? You got all these inflated numbers, and you won game below 500. When the season first started, they were 3-0. Everybody was giving this dude MVP and all that. Let me tell you like this: if Carson had the weapons that Dak Prescott got, we would be way better than 6-7. That's my personal opinion, and I feel as though I'm right. You can't tell me even if he had his supporting cast, his wide receivers doing their job, we would be better than 5-7. Because I think it was about 3 videos ago, shout out Lil Brunson, he broke down, well, he ain't break it down, but he showed about 3 to 4 touchdown drops. Not just incompletion, touchdown drops. Game-winning touchdown drops, right? So we got that. The offensive line has been so inconsistent. It upsets me. The head coach is not putting him in position. After you see that the offensive line is struggling, you have to put your quarterback in position. You got to roll him out, bootlegging. It's certain things that you have to do. So a lot of heat didn't come on Carson this week, and I appreciate that because he had one of his better games, but the defense just wet the bed. We haven't had a full game where everything come together this whole season. Everything has to come together this whole season. I mean, well, not this whole season. Everything has to come together when we play the New York Giants. It's time for this team to put things together because there's still a chance to win this division. And dudes running around saying you don't want to win a division. Why not? Why not? Because when that playoff game come and whoever we play, it's a home game, dudes is going to be watching that game. Dudes is going to go to that game. The same dude saying you don't want your team to go. That don't make no damn sense to me. Here's the thing, man. What y'all scared because we might be underdog? We was underdogs when we won a championship, right? When we won a Super Bowl, we was underdogs against the Atlanta Falcons. So we probably be underdogs again. But I'm not going to go too much into that. It's time for this team to take one game at a time. Think about putting your foot on Dallas's neck, because I feel as though it's a way better chance that we beat the Giants. Nothing is guaranteed, but it's a way better chance that we beat the Giants and the Washington football team than Dallas beating who they play, the Rams, the LA Rams. So the division is in our hands. Once again, we set our own fate. Before, we had to wait to see if Dallas lost. They did that. Thank you. Shout out to you. But now, we got to take it by storm, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Do's and don'ts coming Sunday. Hey, listen, I'm doing another giveaway, right? Another $25 Walmart. I might switch it up, but it'll probably be Walmart. Guess the score. Again, guess the score. Let me know. Hit it in the comments. Whoever gets the closest, y'all already know what's going to happen, man. You get that free $25. Y'all know what it is, man. Stay Philly. Stay fresh, y'all.